Do you love your neighbor? We're commanded to do so, but what does that look like? Well, the Holy Spirit through Apostle Paul tells us in Romans 13 that loving our neighbor begins with at least doing them no wrong. Even if you never do anything actively good for them, you can show them love by passively doing them no wrong. In other words, you begin showing love to your neighbor by not sinning against them. Paul points us to the second half of the 10 Commandments in Romans 13. Don't sleep with your neighbor's spouse. Don't murder your neighbor. Don't lust after your neighbor's possessions. Don't steal your neighbor's stuff. And we would add, don't lie about your neighbor. By simply refusing to do these things, you begin to show love to your neighbor. Now, you might be thinking, man, that's a really low bar. I mean, shouldn't we set the bar higher? Well, again, this is not the totality of what it means to love your neighbor. It's just the beginning. But how much better would our world be, our community be, if we simply began right here? Why don't we try this first? Change begins in you.
The Change Begins in You is brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville, Patrick Allen Companies, Mitchell Tire and Wrecker in Collinsville, and Mowdy Cabinetry.